What's up, guys? Keegan with Level 2 Gaming here, and today we are doing Gamer's Choice, which is where I get to pick a game that Tom or Jordan gets to play. Today it's Tom, and we are playing NASCAR 06 Total Team Control, which is one of my favorite games of all time. If you checked out my Getting to Know Keegan on that list, you'll see this game is on there. So I kind of wanted Tom to kind of feel this game out. He's not a big NASCAR fan, not necessarily a racing fan, but it's one of my favorite games, and I think it's one of those times we have a chance to kind of share what we love with each other. So he's going to jump in and play that and give his thoughts on it. So let's go ahead and get in.
Make that big boss less special. It ain't no game, but they saying welcome to the second level. Second level gaming. Second level.
So, Tom.
Yeah, man.
We're playing one of my favorite games of all time, and I know it's your favorite game of all time.
It's definitely not.
NASCAR 06 Total Team Control. In my opinion, the best NASCAR game ever made.
Is it because you have total control of the team?
Yeah, so one of the things I'm going to show before we jump into the game, actually a couple things. One is race commands. So if I had a headset, which we don't.
We do not.
You could plug a headset into here and say, when should I pit? And talk to your crew chief about stuff. As well as to the team communicator here, I can go in and talk to different people. So I can tell my crew chief, even if I don't have a headset, I want to pit now and get my crew chief ready.
Gotcha.
But you see here, there's all these voice commands that I can use.
And you...
and I did back in the day.
You did use those.
I did use those back in the day. I used them a lot.
Did you feel like a pro driver?
Yeah, I actually used to play this game a lot with the racing wheel. So what we're going to do here is, obviously Xbox Live doesn't exist anymore for this game, so we're going to do Race Now.
Okay.
One thing this game had that no other NASCAR game has had, which I think they should bring back, is they've actually had, you can see this is even before Sprint Cup, is Nextel Cup back then. Then the Nextel Cup, they had the NASCAR National Touring Series, which is now the NASCAR Nationwide Series, which is actually now the Xfinity Series.
Okay.
This was Busch back in the day. The Craftsman Truck Series.
Mm-hmm.
And then they had the Whelen Modified Series, which is the lowest. So it goes reverse order of what it said. So Whelan's lowest, and then Craftsman, and then Nationwide.
By lowest,
Nextel.
you mean kind of the least talented drivers?
Yes. Well, I mean, everybody's talented, but yeah. When it comes to money, Nextel gives you the most money. So I'm actually going to do a Craftsman Truck. What we're going to do is I'm going to play a race. I'm going to do a quick one, short one here. Then Tom's going to do a race, and then we'll probably play one together. I'm going to do the trucks, though. I'll let you choose. This is my truck I made back in the day. But I'll let you choose, who should I be?
I don't know who any of these people are.
Shigeki Hattori?
Definitely you should be Shigeki, what's-his-face, though?
Chase Montgomery, Bill Lester.
Oh, Bill Lester.
Bill Lester is
Look at
actually
that dude. Look at that mustache.
Bill Lester is actually one of the first African-American race car drivers to come up in the NASCAR Drive for Diversity Challenge.
They had a diversity challenge?
Yeah, which was NASCAR saying, hey, we have a lot of white people that race. We need some minorities. It's
Right.
kind of like, what's the thing for like when you get hired? They have... they have to go through. They have to make sure they interview a certain number of minorities for it. Same concept.
Like equal opportunity.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Yeah.
Yep. Same concept.
Wow.
So let's. What racetrack do we want to do? Do you want to do
Oh, fuck, I don't know,
road
man.
course?
Don't they all just go in a circle?
Short track? No. See this one. This one's you can see the shape. That's a funky shape. This is a really small track.
I mean, who's racing? You?
Yeah. Some of these are
Choose something complicated.
Some of these
then.
are not real tracks anymore.
Do that one.
Atlanta.
Yeah.
Hotlanta.
Hot Atlanta.
Day or night?
You could do Jay.
Day.
Yeah.
Cool. So, I don't remember who I was. Jeff Gordon won 4 times.
You're the guy with the mustache.
Jeff Gordon just retired this year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. He had one of the greatest NASCAR careers. I wasn't a huge Gordon fan, but he had a great career.
I confess to not knowing a whole lot about NASCAR, and that's my ignorance, partially self-imposed ignorance. I just, look at Mr. Clean adverts and stuff on here.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't like racing, really. And it's not NASCAR, it's not like NASCAR's redneck or whatever. I don't like any racing.
See, I'm the opposite. Like, if it has an engine and it goes, I'm not a huge fan of, I'm qualifying right now, by the way.
That's fine.
A short race. Like drag racing, I'm not a huge fan of, but like, anything with wheels that goes around either in a circle or a weird shape, like
how do wheels go around anywhere other than a circle?
I mean, you can have squares. I don't know. By the way, so this interface right here for the qualifying is what they used to have on TV at the bottom. So as I go along, you'll see my number 22. If I screw it up, it'll come off that number 1 position. Means I'm not in. I'm right now on time to be being first when I get back to the start-finish line.
Gotcha.
So I'll start the race in first. But you can see here, I'm losing time, and it's slowly bouncing backwards. So I got to be careful going in this corner and not get loose. So one of the things that I enjoy about NASCAR, which I think is why I like playing these games, is there's a whole car setup thing to it. Like, have you ever heard of the phrase oversteer or understeer? That's what they use over in Europe usually.
No.
Versus tight and loose.
I have not.
So oversteer and understeer means either the front tires are not gripping or the back tires are not gripping.
Gotcha.
So in NASCAR it's called tight or loose. So tight means the car will not turn. You go in the corner, no matter how hard you hit to the left, it will not turn for you.
Gotcha.
Loose means you go in the corner and your car turns really well. That means the back tires come out from underneath. Like right there, when I jump up the track, the back tires come out from underneath me. That's what loose is. And you have to counteract when you set up your car. Do you want it to be loose and fast or tight and easy to control? But usually it's slower if it's easier to control. Does that make sense? So like car setup, I won't go into it just because I can. But like, so this is very well set up for somebody who doesn't know NASCAR very well. So tire pressure here. So if I turn down the tire pressure, you see my acceleration goes up, my tire wear goes up, which makes sense because I have less pressure in the tires, and my handling goes up. If I turn it up all the way, I get better top speed.
What's PSI?
Pounds per square inch.
Gotcha.
So that's what we Americans use for measuring tire pressure. Downforce. So rear flare and fender flare and rear spoiler. Fender flare is how much the fenders on the car are flared out to catch the wind.
Okay.
And then rear spoiler, there's a thing on the back of my car, and this is just how tall it is. So the higher the spoiler is, the better handling I have, but it'll also make the car tighter. So you have it's a fine line between it. Suspension, exactly what it sounds like. Wedge is the thing you change the most often. Turn it to the left, it makes the car tilt to the left, so you get better turning radius, so you become looser, better turning. Turn it to the right, you get tighter. And then gear ratios.
So this is quite deep for a game from 2006 about NASCAR.
Oh, there's games that are deeper than this. Well, remember when we did Project Cars?
Yeah.
Yeah. This, I mean, it's not quite Project Cars level, but it's similar. And the career mode's even deeper than
But this was 2005 or 6. You know what I'm saying?
2005.
Like, so I mean,
presets.
that's 10 years ago, and they were doing this kind of. I mean, I guess it's a big part of it.
That's what NASCAR is. I guess I'm starting first. I mean, NASCAR, the big draw of it, like I said, is the fact I have to remember my controller. I'm not playing this game for 10 years. There you go, let's go inside the car. The big draw of this is the fact that you can tune your car, and it used to be online in forums, like you'd share setup, so you wouldn't. I have a Martinsville setup in this game that probably is not saved anymore, but I had one of the fastest times in the forums I was in. I could run a Martinsville lap. Normally they're about 15, 16 seconds. I could run one in 13. But, oh god, I'm not doing so hot. But it's really, I mean, I enjoy racing. That's just what it comes down to. I will always be a NASCAR fan, always be a racing fan, but...
I mean, if I was going to be into racing, I suppose NASCAR would be the thing I'd be into. I mean, back home, obviously, the Formula 1 is the big one.
Formula 1's huge. Formula 1's the biggest one in the world. They're also the most expensive.
Yeah. I don't enjoy it. Like, there's nothing about it. And I'm a guy that can sit there and watch poker professionally be played on TV, and for some reason, that's, scintillating to me. But driving very fast cars around a track does not bother me at all. And I think it's partially because I just don't really care for cars much.
So you don't drive.
I don't drive. That's true. I need to learn. But at the same time, like, I don't really have like a childhood fascination with them either. There's a lot of people that I know that grew up with cars and fixing cars, and their dads fix cars.
One of the guys we work with is obsessed with his car.
There's a lot, and there's a lot of mechanics out there, and those guys, this is everything to them. They love this racing stuff, and they understand it. I don't understand it.
Do you see how close I am to this dude right now?
Yeah, I do.
Ready? We're just going to go underneath him and get him. I hope I win. Like I said, it's probably been 10 years since I played this game, but like, this, so you can say I get points there for clean, I hit that car, so he's not going to like me. See how I get those points there? So typically I got 75 points. This game has a revenge system, so if you piss somebody off enough, they will start blocking you a little bit harder. They'll target you when they're around you, try and spin you out, which I think is cool.
That is neat.
I wish This is one of the few NASCAR games, and EA doesn't own the NASCAR rights anymore, which is a good and a bad thing. EA did really well with it for a little while, and then they realized it just wasn't selling.
Can't be much of a moneymaker, I think.
Well,
it's kind of like Cabela,
in the early 2000s. It was. So NASCAR was the fastest growing sport between the years of 1998 and 2004. They exploded. Right now, what I think NASCAR is running into is they kind of became a major sport, and a lot of people don't think of it as a major sport just because it doesn't make the money near baseball, basketball, football.
It's not.
Never
yeah,
will.
It's interesting you say that actually, because the definition of sport is would be a big part of that argument, I think.
Yeah, a lot of people don't think NASCAR drivers are athletes, but you sit in a car, they lose up to 15 pounds of race from water. Like, it's a hard thing to do to race for.
Is it just because they're white knuckling it, or?
I mean, it is. It's also, you have to remember, it's really hot inside of a car. It's 100 plus degrees inside of a car, or in this case, a truck. And it's just, I think they're athletes because they train just as hard as athletes. And I think what's really cool nowadays, one of the shifts that has happened is the pit crew members, which we won't play long enough races to be able to pit. The pit crew members now are former athletes. Some of them are even former Olympic athletes. So they can pit a race car in under 14 seconds, which is unheard of, to change 4 tires, refuel the car. Like, it's crazy to think about because you run on both sides of it and you get it done. Oh, bump track, get out of here. Should I spin him out? I don't want to spin him out because I don't know how.
I don't even know how you would.
You hit him in the rear bumper. Trust me, I'm a pro at spinning people out. That's how I've won a few races in here. But
I was having this conversation with someone at a like a work-related retreat thing we went to recently, where we were discussing what makes a sport and what doesn't make a sport. And I forget the inner workings of the conversation, but there was a lot of it revolving around it being like, A person or team versus B person or team, and there being some level of physicality involved in it and that kind of thing.
Well, esports is taking ESPN does esports coverage. Like, is esports a quote-unquote sport?
That's one that's largely up for debate too. I mean, we were talking about poker. That's also always been up for debate. I mean, chess, those sort of things. I consider them to be sports,
You're
but
using your brain,
just not at the same level.
I may not win this. I kind of want to see how it says he's neutral. If I keep hitting him, he'll become angry at me.
Gotcha.
So, like, if I just keep doing this and just say, "Hey, get out of here," bye. Now he's my rival, so now he'll bump me and try and get me loose to win the race, but I'm not going to let him to. It's coming down. It's going to be close. Uh-oh.
Oh, there you go.
I won. Woo!
You almost died.
Now I get to celebrate. I get to do my donuts.
You get to do donuts.
I get to do my donuts. Like everybody else.
Is that the prize?
So what do you think, because you're a graphics dude, what do you think graphically of this game? Obviously, I don't think the
It's
stands...
not terrible, is it? I mean, it's alright.
Stands the people are kind of...
Yeah, I mean,
No sports game ever does a lot with the...
It almost reminds me of the early wrestling games, like with the way they do a stadium here.
Reverse is white. That's weird. Versus, like, left trigger.
Huh.
But yeah, NASCAR. That's a NASCAR truck race.
Awesome.
You can see I had a rival and an ally. I earned 490 skill
You had an
points.
ally?
Yeah, apparently probably a teammate. Oh no, I don't have any teammates. So I'm gonna hand this over to Tom.
Oh god.
The controller's sweaty.
So what's go?
Right trigger. You might have to hit A to quit the race.
Okay.
So right trigger's go, left trigger's brake. It's really hard for me because I listen to the engine noise when I'm racing to know when to brake. I think auto brake's turned on for you. So
if you lay off the accelerator, will it slow?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I don't brake. I lay off the accelerator. Alright, what do you want me to do?
Go to race modes.
Okay.
So fight to the top, you start at the bottom like the wheel and you work your way up. Go to race now. And change series from Craftsman. You can choose whatever one you want. So
I don't know any of them are, so you tell me what you want me to do.
Do wheeling, because we'll do Nextel when we race together.
Okay.
And then don't do a longer than a short race, because their races, the track's really short. So go to medium, and then
should I be on veteran AI?
Do rookie. Yeah. Push
okay.
A. Push A.
Push A.
Yep. And then choose your driver. So you can choose.
This is my favorite part. I want to see their faces though. Where are their faces?
Oh, here. Then we got to do a different one then.
Oh, I don't give a shit.
Because these guys are unknowns. Matt Martin is Mark Martin's younger son. You probably don't know who Mark Martin is, but
Clint Ferguson.
It'll be Clint Ferguson.
Yeah.
And then choose your racetrack. apparently you can't do Milwaukee's, is locked. I don't recommend Watkins Glen, because that's a long track and it'll take you a while. Dodge Raceway is good. Mr. Clean Raceway is good.
I'll do Mr. Clean.
Mr. Clean?
I'm down with some Mr. Clean. So what would you say when it comes to the advertising in NASCAR? It seems to be, like, rampant.
It has to be.
Really rampant.
So, primary advertising in NASCAR, to run a NASCAR car, about $30 million a year.
Jesus.
For the primary sponsor. That's if you're on the hood of the car. So, I'm going to let you practice a little bit to get the feel for it. So go ahead and get in practice, then you can qualify, just so you can get the feel for what you've got going on.
Is it the left stick to move?
Left stick is
or the
steer.
D-pad?
Left stick is steer, right trigger is gas, left trigger is brake. And you can see you're a modified car, so you should be a little bit easier to handle.
I feel like I'm in a go-kart.
This is a couple steps up from go-kart when you're racing.
Yeah.
You want to stay on the track, though. You don't want to be down in the...
Am I out on the track?
No, the track's... See how it's dusty down there?
Oh.
That means you're going to lose grip. So the track is the dark area, and you've already damaged the side of your car.
Yeah, this is difficult. I also feel... It also seems like the car is at a weird angle.
It is, because when you go in the corner, you want it to turn better. So
I see. They know you're mostly taking left-hand turns.
So they set up the cars so when you're turning left, you're good. So if you just go straight down the straightaway, you will go to the left. So... But yeah,
interesting.
I mean, there's a whole lot of engineering and science, which I would love to get into, but it's just a lot of engineering and science.
It's something that I am unfamiliar. I mean, I knew that you liked NASCAR, but I didn't know that you knew this much about it.
Yeah, so there's something really cool called, it's not, well, I guess not cool is not the right term, but there's something called camber, which is, you know when you have the tire, most road cars, you have the tires perpendicular to the ground, 90 degrees.
Right.
On a race car, you actually change the camber to negative or positive, which means you're leaning the tire. And the reason is, when you go into a corner, your tire tread spreads itself out, so you get more surface area when you're going into the corner when you have your camber tilted. So you get more surface area, more grip when you're in the corner versus on the straightaway, it's only using part of the tire. Because the handling in the corner is more important.
I will fuck you up, 83. Where's your ass?
You're going to spin out here.
Wanted to spin it.
Oh, well, you've got assists on, so you can't.
Yeah.
If you don't turn those off, it's even more difficult.
I want weapons. I want to shoot that guy.
You want full auto?
How do I start the actual race? Am I still?
Push start. Yeah, you're still on.
Okay.
Practice, so push start.
What start?
Start is the start button below the Xbox button.
Oh god. Okay.
And then return to pit.
I got this.
Oh
shit.
no, not return to pit. Quit. Sorry. Return to pit was actually return to pit.
I got this shit. Let's just figure it out.
Quit. And then you can choose to qualify or race. I don't know if you...
I just want to race.
I don't know if you race right away, whether it puts you at the back or if it chooses you... I don't know. Because some NASCAR games will choose... Oh, you're in the middle. And say some of them put you in the middle, some of them start you at the back. So, here you go. Have fun. And those people with the yellow mean they are your allies. You probably don't want to run into them, and that means they'll race nicely around you. If they're red, that means they don't like you. Which I feel like you're probably going to have a few red by the time we're done.
Oh, I'm going to have lots of red.
There we go.
I needed to get on the inside here.
Look at that crash behind you. Well,
my bad.
It's okay. You're an 18th to 22nd. You're good. But no, there's like I kept saying, there's a lot of engineering stuff. That
God,
really,
I'm drifting.
Let go of the gas when you start doing that, and it's easier to catch. There's a lot of finesse going to, because you're driving. I mean, this car's not 3,500 pounds, but that's what you did. You did that.
I did that?
But yeah, when you spun the dudes out.
Sorry, dudes.
Traffic smoke or tire smoke. But the NASCAR, the Nextel Cups are 3,500 pounds. Like, they're heavy, big behemoth cars. But you're on the edge of spinning up every single lap to go fast. So. He's not a... See how he's black now? He's not a fan. Or red.
Fuck that dude.
Not a fan.
Got up in my shit. So how do I go from...
Do you see on the... You have the right stick over there? In the bottom right? If you choose, like, one of those people, and you push... Like, say you push left on the right stick, then down, you'll switch to another one of your teammates.
Oh, motherfucker. Oh, yeah! That's how you survive from almost spinning out. This is hard to gain traction, you know?
It is. I mean, they race on slick tires, which means there's no tread on them because it's faster. You also, I don't think like you hit the brakes when you go into the corner.
No, not really.
I was gonna say.
Oh, motherfucker!
Here, hit up on the right stick.
On the what now?
The right stick, and then hold hit down on the right stick now. And then you can switch to another car. So
Oh.
you're now in first. 'cause
Yay,
you're the teammate.
I
so,
win.
so you accelerate to take control, otherwise it'll give you control in 10 seconds. So now you're in first. Now you can go back with your teammate.
No.
So yeah, that's part of the total team control here, is the fact that you have 3 other teammates right now, and you can go and join them and switch to their cars. So right now 83's in the lead, so you can switch to 83 and go in the lead again.
How do I do that again?
In the bottom with the right stick. So that right, in the bottom right, that right stick symbol, so that's 82. You're going to 64.
I don't know what's happening.
Hit the right stick down and it'll switch to 83.
I need to pit. How do I pit?
No, they said don't pit now.
Oh, I thought it said pit now.
It said...
Alright, I need to get out of this car. I need to get out of this car,
Down
Keegan.
on the right stick. Down on the right stick, down on the right stick. There you go.
Thank God.
You asked, so when you did the right stick, you asked your crew chief, should I pit now? And he said no.
Oh.
That's what that pit now means. So you take control. You're not in control yet. That's why you're racing.
That's why I'm winning. That's why I'm winning. And I lost already.
You got 9 laps to go.
Oh my God. 9?
9. Can you win this? Can you do it?
Oh, I don't know.
Here's a hint. Use the brakes and don't slam into people.
Oh, yeah. About
Oh
that.
God! Do you think I take off?
About that. Oh my God.
Oh God!
Oh my God. I'm on fire.
Your car.
I'm on fire.
Swap to a drivable car now.
Okay.
You're in 21st,
That's alright.
and you're no longer on fire. You're catching up though, because everybody else was crashed.
My other guy needed a break.
You know, what I realized we didn't change is your damage actually will affect your car versus like visual only.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's whatever.
So I don't know if you see it, but on the bottom right of the screen, there's an X over one of your teammates because you caught him on fire, and now he's dead.
I killed it?
That guy down there. Yes.
I killed the guy?
Yep, he's out of the race. He DNF, did not finish. So what is your impression of racing so far? It's difficult.
I DNF'd him and I DNR'd him as well. I mean, it's alright. I'd imagine if I was a racing fan, I'd get a big kick out of it. I like the depth of it. I think it's interesting, the depth of it.
Have you
how
ever
you
played
can really
racing
tweak
games
it.
before?
No.
No.
I only really ever play, like, as far as racing games go, like the Burnout series.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of.
The arcadey stuff?
Yeah, and I used to quite enjoy Midnight Los Angeles, or whatever that was called.
Yeah, where you could customize the cars and all that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that game.
Those guys are the ones that I would. Oh,
Yeah.
son of a bitch.
Nice.
That I would
Saved it.
play.
Oh, never mind, I spoke too soon.
Yeah, I was doing so well.
You're in 11th right now. You're halfway through the field. You've got a long way to go. Because
Yeah.
the leader is like a half lap ahead of you. Well, your
Yeah.
teammate's technically the leader right now, so you could switch to him.
No, it's alright. You know, I'm feeling pretty good about this car. I like this car.
Because I'll beat up. It's got patina on it.
Yeah, it's got character.
Yeah.
But yeah, I used to play those more like arcadey type things. Like, I was never really like a racing simulator guy.
Yeah.
You know?
What NASCAR drivers do you know? I'm assuming you know like Jeff Gordon.
Dale Earnhardt,
Yeah, he's dead. He died in a crash in 2001.
the other Earnhardt
Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Jr.,
There's actually another Earnhardt. There's 2 more actually.
the other
There's
Earnhardt,
Kerry Earnhardt. And then there's Ralph Earnhardt is Dale Earnhardt's dad.
Granny Earnhardt.
You know my favorite driver? I just told you this at some point.
Your favorite
My
driver?
favorite driver. He's the number 9 in this. Well, not in this race.
Jeff
but
Gordon,
No, I don't like. I'm not.
Dale Earnhardt,
No, it starts with K. And it's not Keegan.
Carl,
Casey Kane.
Kenny King.
Candy Keith. Candy Keith, everybody. That sounds like a good racing name right there.
Kenny Keith.
It's Candy Keith, y'all.
Kenny Keith coming up on the outside.
He comes in the Vaseline car and he.
In the Vaseline car. That's a whole other
You know,
different.
you know what's really funny is the
race.
fact that Mark Martin, who was the oldest guy to race at the time, had the Viagra card. Like that was a sponsor of Viagra.
Oh, good.
I thought it was pretty funny. But no, like the economics of racing is a crazy thing. Like I said, $30 million to run a race weekend is the average for most teams. Some run less than that, obviously. And NASCAR is one of the few sports where like you go against your teammates. So like Daytona or Talladega, by the way, you're on the last lap finally. Like Daytona or Talladega, you're racing against your teammates, but you also want to work with them in the draft. So it'll make you go faster. Don't lose it. You're in 7th right now. There's a bunch of cars behind you trying to take it over. Oh, you got one on the inside, you got one on the outside. You're going to lose it. Nice. Oh. Oh!
Son of a bitch!
You finished 9th. You lost 2 positions.
I thought that was alright. Well, not too bad. I was 11th when I started with that car.
Your teammate finished 1st and 2nd.
Yeah, I'll go ahead
And then the one guy died.
I'll call that a win. The one guy
The
died.
one guy's dead. The push A
Oh
here,
god,
advance.
you take over for a minute. Figure it out. So we were racing each other though, aren't
Yeah,
we?
grab the other controller.
I gotta go grab the controller.
Grab the other controller. We didn't plan this out very well.
prep very well for this.
We're assuming the other controller works too.
Yeah, I'm
Should.
sure it'll be fine. We never have technical difficulties here at level 2.
My favorite one was the bass fishing. Probably my favorite. What was it? One of the first was it Super Mario Brothers 3, where the controller didn't work?
Oh, all the games.
That was pretty good.
All the games. This one, I feel like this one has human crud in the button.
Probably.
Yeah, well, whatever.
So we're gonna do the Nextel Cup. We're gonna do 2. I'll keep it on rookie for you.
Oh, gee, thanks.
Visual only with yellow flags on. Multiplayer speed comp.
What does that even mean?
That means if I'm going really fast and you're going really slow, it'll slow me down and speed you up. Do you want that on?
Yes. Yes.
And then we'll have AI cars as well.
I think
Cool.
that's fair, yeah.
Good with those. Oh no, I didn't. Hold on. I want to turn that off. And then you can choose. So I'm gonna push start and you push start, and you can choose your driver. And if you want, see at the bottom where it has left and right arrow next to scheme, you can change to different schemes, paint schemes. So I'm gonna be my favorite driver. I'm gonna be Casey Kane.
How do I move? I can't move.
Up and down with the D-pad.
Oh, it feels like it's going left and right.
Left and right's to change paint schemes.
Yeah.
So like Casey Kane, I actually have this diecast right here, so I'm gonna be.
How do I know who a good one is?
I mean, it really doesn't matter. Shane Meal, I
I want to
think.
be Dale.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. You got some other. Which paint scheme you gonna choose?
That one.
There you go. And then
Pick a bitchin' level.
Devil's Canyon. No.
Hell yeah.
Do you want to do a road course? Or do you want to do Daytona?
Don't care.
Let's do that here. I'll do one where you literally just hold down the trigger and drive.
All right.
No braking.
No braking?
No braking.
All right.
You will run into a lot of people. You'll probably cause a lot of cautions. But that's the thing. I do
feel
like,
that.
too, that they have these little blurbs on the load screen. Like the Did You Knows?
Yeah.
Some of the 2 newer NASCAR games have trivia questions. So it's like, who won the most NASCAR Sprint Cup races? Do you know who won the most NASCAR Sprint Cup races?
I surprisingly don't.
Please don't hit me. I'm on the inside of you. Richard Petty, 200 wins. So we gonna work together? You gonna work with me?
No.
You gonna run in at some point?
I'm taking you out.
Take me to dinner first. I kind of want to let you pass me just so I can go behind you and just bump draft you and speed you up. But in this race, you can't go below the yellow line on the inside, otherwise you get black flagged, which
What?
means you're penalized.
I don't know why.
There's a yellow line on the inside of the racetrack. If you pass somebody below that yellow line,
Oh.
it's a black flag. It's penalty. Excuse you.
Hi.
Get out of here.
Welcome to me.
God, I was waiting for you to come down the racetrack and slam in all those cars right there. I was waiting for that one to happen. Hey, Dale Earnhardt, I'm gonna draft you, and we're gonna become friends. I thought did you just slam on the brakes? I heard your trigger. I was like, please slam on the brakes right there.
It was worth a shot. I really, if he'd hit him fast enough, you would have been straight through the windshield. That was my plan.
Don't worry about the cars in front of you.
Oh fuck! I'm not really racing them. I'm just racing you.
We'll do, as I say, we can do one with
And
no
losing
cautions. We can do a
terribly.
short track with no cautions where you can just destroy everybody.
A
That's
Destruction
awful.
Derby.
Pretty much.
I used to love that game. We should play that game.
Did you ever play?
It was on PlayStation?
Well, no. Did you ever play Flat Out? I've got the game for Xbox. It's got a Destruction Derby mode.
No, there was an actual game called Destruction Derby, and the whole thing was smash up all the other cars. It was great.
So this, by the way, Talladega, is in Alabama. It's one of the most well-known racetracks. It's one of the what's called a restrictor plate racetrack, which is why we tend to drive in packs. What that means is there's a thing on the engine, a restrictor plate, that restricts the amount of air that goes to the engine. So the cars don't go super fast because they've Dale Earnhardt. Well, no, it was before Dale Earnhardt. They've had some nasty crashes happen because they can go over 230, 240 miles an hour on this. Why can't I pass these dudes? I feel like I should be faster than them. How you doing back there? What position?
I'm fine.
You're in 11.
I don't know.
You're in 11. I'm in 6th. Freaking.
What would happen if we had to take a right turn?
There are tracks that do that. Road courses. That's why I almost did Devil's.
We should play
Canyon.
one of those after, yeah.
Okay, we'll do either Devil's Canyon or Watkins Glen's my. We might do Sonoma. Sonoma's pretty good.
I made a rival.
Jeff Gordon of all people. Oh God, caution's out. That's fun. I think it's funny that I brought the first caution out, not you.
What does that mean?
It
Did
means
I lose?
No, caution.
What does this mean?
It means somebody crashed and they got to slow it down because that person could be hurt.
Oh.
So
So we have to wait?
yeah. So now we're under the pace car, and you can pit if you want to. See what that looks like, or you don't have to if you don't want to. Do you want to pit under caution? It's up to you.
What did you do?
It's up to you.
Pitting's for bitches. Let's do this.
I almost pitted just so we could show it off. Oh no! Now he hates me. I get a rival.
You the one that crashed him out?
Yeah, he crashed me
No
on
wonder
97.
he hates you.
Yeah, we don't talk about that part though. But if I draft him, he won't hate me so much. God, this game is so, like, as somebody who plays NASCAR games even now, obviously the games now look a lot better, but this game is so in-depth. Compared to what we get
Thin
nowadays.
here.
What?
It's thin here.
Thin.
The track.
Oh. It thins out.
Not a lot of room for maneuver.
No, it's a wide track. Most tracks only have 1 to 2 lanes.
Just that section of the track. Oh god.
Caution.
You may be under caution from me. No, because I am a superior driver. I can gain control of this situation. No, it's a caution.
Do you not see the lights up in the top left when it happens?
No.
No. See in the top left where it's yellow? Oh, you can't see now. But when he goes back, it'll be green in the top left of your screen. See where it's green? Oh,
Yeah.
other people pitted. So I am now in first. And you are in second.
Yay!
And I think Tony Stewart's behind you.
Tony Stewart can
Oh, I
suck
saw
my
your
balls.
bumper in my screen there. That scares me a little bit, not gonna lie. Oh,
Hi.
hey! How's it going? You
Hey
gonna
there,
bump draft me?
champ.
You gonna bump draft me? Thank you for the boost. Yeah, I'm gonna go up here, because Tony's up here. Or you can hit Tony. Tony's your friend. Don't take him out. Him and Junior are friends in real life. IRL.
I was hoping that I could spin him into you. I was using Tony purely as a catapult to your death.
I was ahead of him.
Yeah, I just...
Isn't this track a little bit easier than the one you just raced on?
Yeah, it feels pretty good.
Can
You do actually get a little bit of a sense of inertia, like a little bit of a sense of speed.
Yeah.
Similar to like a Wipeout game or an F-Zero game or something.
I mean, because you have to remember these cars aren't going... Right now we're going 100 and...
By the way, that's about as much racing as I do. I do enjoy Wipeout. Wipeout is one of my favorite games.
Is that the watercraft one? Or is it space?
They're like hovercraft
Yeah.
things.
I
Yeah.
think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I've
Yeah.
not played that game.
It was a really good one on the PS3 as well that I enjoyed very much.
I love...
I wish I had a nitro boost.
Oh, I'm running out of gas. And you're running out of gas and tires.
Eh,
See next to your speedometer where it's yellow? That
I
means
might
you're running-
consider pitting at some point.
I think we have to at some point.
Well,
Maybe
you're
under
welcome.
caution.
You're welcome.
I'm going to pit under caution. You're going to pit under caution?
Yeah.
Let's pit under caution.
What happens?
Now you got all your decisions.
Oh
to
god,
make.
what do I have to do?
What do you want to do? Is
What
your
do I
car
need to
loose? Is
do?
it tight? Do you want to? I would recommend replacing all your tires. I recommend repairing damage. Do you want to change any of your
I
tire
can't
pressure? or anything?
move anywhere.
Go up and down. Yeah, with the D-pad is what I use.
Oh. Oh god. I didn't press anything.
There you go. You can see how realistic the pit stops are. Yeah. This is where they cut back on the animations. Newer games have...
How long does it take to do this?
It gave you an estimated time. Mine was 18 seconds. So yours is probably pretty close.
I have Dale Earnhardt, goddammit. I should have,
Earnhardt Jr. Oh, you're going to pass me!
Yeah!
Pass me on pit road. It's okay, I'll get right past you again. I'm not too concerned. Everybody else pit? How do I look behind me? I don't remember. There you are.
You motherfucker.
I knew what you were gonna do.
I wasn't doing anything. I was trying to play it all nice and casual.
I saw you moving over. Then I just made a hard left.
Oh, man.
I think I'm ahead of you.
This is some bullshit.
Now, if you get the run on me, you can do the same thing.
Oh, I'm going to.
Actually, I'm behind you again.
Good.
Oh, I was waiting for you to slam on the brakes at the very beginning. That's what I thought was going to happen.
No, I'll wait for you.
I had better car control than you do. You missed.
That's alright, I'm still going. I'll get you.
Oh, I'm 2 seconds behind.
I feel like I don't know how to get closer to you without there being a red shell involved.
So
That's the only frustrating
there's
part.
something
for
called
me.
drafting. So if you hit A, you start drafting me if you're close enough. And that means you can get speed off me. And there's a meter on the left that lets you know how well you draft me. So you got to follow behind me. And it'll make you go
I feel like this would have been useful information at the beginning of this race.
I mean,
How close do I have to be?
pretty close. I mean, theoretically, you have to be able to get the wind off my car is what drafting is. So you can get some from there, but not very much. I wish I could move faster to catch up, but I can't. Focus. I want to win. We have 1 lap left. I'm not going to win this.
Oh shit. I was getting so into it. God damn it.
How was that?
That was a pretty good brake slam, I guess.
Oh, I didn't get to see it. You
Gotta
just get
give
to see
you
the
credit
aftermath.
for it.
Well, I was like, I'm not going to catch up. Is this green white checkered or green white checkered is the thing? Or we finished on a caution? Oh, we finished on a green. Green, green, green. Last lap. Oh, nope, checkered flag. Yeah, I beat you.
By 1.
We finished last.
But we finished last together.
Yeah, want to do a road course?
Yeah, man, let's do it.
Do right and left hand turns. Do you
Yeah.
watch Jeff Dunham?
I tried to avoid it.
Oh. They're making a left turn! They're making another left turn! Ooh, that guy made a right turn. That was not the right thing to do.
I'm sure that's a wonderful impression.
It is. It's spot on. Let's do nationwide, because we haven't done that one yet.
Alright, this has to be the last one though, so
Yes.
this is the be all end
all the
all.
marbles.
Whoever wins
All the
this
marbles.
takes home the gold.
All the marbles. We'll do that then.
Alright, I gotta find me a...
Push start and choose your person.
Oh, I have to press start
Yeah,
first,
push
that
start,
makes
yeah.
sense.
Ooh, I can be Kenny Wallace. Shane
Bobby
Neal.
Labonte. I like Bobby Labonte, that's a cool name.
He's an old fart now. Brian Vickers, Carl Edwards. Carl Edwards does backflips if you win. Oh, Casey Kane. Why is he got the 79? There's 2 79s. That's weird. Do I want to be Jed? Oh, no, I'm gonna be Elliott Sadler. And then we're gonna do.
I'm car 19, which is the position that I finished the last race.
We're gonna do Watkins Glen. Or can we do? Ooh, this is a fantasy track, so this isn't a real NASCAR track. Want to do this one?
Is it a road track? It looks
It's
like
a
it's
road
all
course.
left turns.
No, it's got it's squiggles. I mean, we don't have to do this. It's a road course.
Alright.
Let's do that one. I don't
Old
know the track,
Spice
so
it
I
is.
don't have an advantage.
You don't have an advantage anyway. You have blind luck is what you have.
I'm good.
So what is Talladega?
It's the name of the race track.
So
It's
Talladega
in
Nights
Talladega, Alabama.
was still NASCAR.
Yeah,
Didn't know that.
Talladega was the racetrack. Yeah, Talladega, Alabama. Oh God, I remember this track. This is a horrible track for us. Because it's meant for the little cars, not the big cars. Got a bridge.
And I'm already fucked.
Yeah, there's no cautions, by the way.
And I'm already... Oh god. Oh, there's a pretty bridge, okay.
Yeah. Oh God. Oh God. Loose.
Yeah, this is,
It's a lot harder when you have to turn left and right, isn't it?
it really is.
Because you're like, I can turn left, but I can't turn right.
You can't really hold any momentum.
Nope, it's all finesse. Uh-oh. The problem with this is I can't tell what's coming up because the graphics are like, meh. Like in the distance, like you're like, am I turning left or right up here? Because I don't know this track very well. Oh god. Oh god. Ooh, who's winning? Is that... Oh, who's winning? That's Casey Kane. Oh no, it's Jeremy Mayfield. Now it's Keegan. Keegan is winning. I'm in first. So how about that, Tom? Just take that and pipe and smoke
That's
it.
wonderful. I'm happy for you.
Are you?
No.
Are you? Oh god, I hit the wall. Here, I'll help you out. I'll crash some people. That's assuming he gets to the outside of me. Come on, I want to crash into you. Stop it.
I assume the black kind of line that occasionally shows up on the road is like a guideline of some kind, showing you the way that most cars will all take
it's
it.
the preferred line. There we go. Ready? Ready? Oh, I didn't get enough. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna take this guy out. There you go. Kevin Harvick crashed. Probably doesn't like me. Oh no. Brian Miller? Brian Miller? I don't know. Something Miller? You'll see a bunch of smoke up there here shortly. I'm gonna crash somebody.
I can see it.
Using 21? Should we crash around there somewhere?
There was a yellow car that was crashed.
Orange?
Yeah, let's go with that.
There's a Reese's cup.
Reese's
I don't remember
Peanut.
how to look behind me. That's the thing I don't remember how to do in this game.
Both triggers at the same time?
Nope.
I think if you hold down L2 for 5 seconds, it looks behind you.
No, let's just break. Are you trying to get me to break?
I might be.
Because I want to see where the dudes are behind me. I also don't have. You also don't have the mirror in multiplayer mode. Like the rearview mirror. Because normally it's like the right stick, you would think, but it's not. Are you caught up yet?
No, I'm trying to figure out how to look behind me now.
There you go. I'm gonna start crashing people
I
again.
don't know. I give up.
Oh no! Kenny Walls doesn't
Oh
like you
shit,
right
I
now.
wasn't looking, I wasn't looking.
You should have.
Do
You're
over.
actually not that far behind us.
I am now. I was doing alright. And then I got too focused. And I can only focus on so many things at a time. One of them had to be the race, and it was not.
The most important thing of this.
Yeah.
Come here, JJ Ailey. I'm gonna spin you out, or just run you into the wall. I've said it before, but I really like the rival system in this. Like, that to me is what it should be. Because like NASCAR right now, one of the big controversies is Matt Kenseth. I'm spinning out. I spun out. Matt Kenseth took out Joey Logano and basically ruined his championship hopes, and got suspended for a few races for that. Like, the question was, is that something like NASCAR should tolerate? Should they step in? Should they just let the drivers handle it? Excuse you.
Excuse you, bitch. Woo!
Is that how it's gonna be?
You're going the wrong way, fucker.
Are you sure about that? You ready? You ready for this?
Oh, please don't chicken me.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
That's what I used to do in Mario Kart.
I got ideas. This isn't a very good track to trick him with, though. That's what Bristol's for. You actually caught back up.
Yeah.
I tried to do that. Now I'm going the wrong way, though.
Let me drift you, bro.
Boom!
I just drifted his ass right into a wall.
You'll see a giant pile up here in a second.
Yep.
I'm in the middle of
Oh,
it somewhere.
man.
There you go, everybody hates me. This is, I think I have do I have the speed comp on? So I should be able to go faster than everybody else to catch back up since I'm locked down. I think I turned that on. I don't know if it turned back off.
I think I'm genuinely doing all right now.
What position are you in? You're in second.
A second?
You're in second. That dude in front of you is probably in first.
That would make numerical sense.
Oh god, all the
there's all
debris.
kinds of debris, yeah.
You're in first.
Damn right. Are you on my tail?
No, that's number 18. That's the dude you just passed. I'm trying to catch up to you guys.
How many laps do I have here?
We're 6. You're 7 laps in. I'm 6 laps in. Of 50.
So I have to wait. So you're a lap behind me?
Yep, I got lapped. I'm 1 lap behind you because I went backwards.
Why'd you do that?
Because I was gonna play chicken when I stopped everybody.
Then
That's where
you
that
failed.
big crash happened.
Oh yeah. You made a poor decision.
Yeah. Oh god. Off the track. Off the track. Onto the track. Off the track. Oh, dude's coming.
Get out of my first. I thought you'd take that corner.
Come on. Yeah, that looks pretty nice. You're doing way better than I am right now.
Shit.
Oh, never mind.
You cursed me. Ah!
Payback's a bitch, isn't it? Oh god.
Still going, champ.
Oh god. I'm not.
Boom!
I lost my hood.
I aimed for you.
I lost my hood.
Oh shit. No. How do I turn around? Oh god. Okay.
You're still ahead of me technically because
You're a lap behind. I was doing so well.
You were. That's why you should never piss somebody
Somehow
off.
I'm still not last.
It's because I'm in last.
But I'm not even like second from last. Did someone die?
Probably.
Can you die?
No, they have it turned off or turned so we can't. We could theoretically, but we have it turned so we can't. So like if that one right there when you ran into me, you probably would have died on that way.
You would have died. I T-boned you.
I know, but your engine hit me.
Yeah.
The most vital part of a race car. Everybody's mad at me right now. I wonder why. Like everybody's like red when they go by. Oh god, he's sideswiping me.
They don't like you.
I'm getting trigger finger right now. I gotta switch. These triggers are not very comfortable.
No, they're not really.
I mean, this is early trigger technology. Because well, before this, PlayStation 1, because the Xbox and PS2 are the same life cycle, right?
It does have triggers.
Yeah, but it didn't have like these kind of triggers.
Didn't have thick
Yeah,
triggers.
it had shoulder buttons. That's what I'd call them.
Yeah.
It reminds me more of like the bumpers on the Xbox.
I'm not a big fan of triggers. I prefer just the shoulder buttons.
See, I'm being an Xbox guy. I love my triggers. I think the Xbox One triggers are garbage, just because they're like half triggers, which is cool if you're playing a first-person shooter, and not so cool when you're playing a race. Because
I am yet to play an Xbox One. Or do you mean the original Xbox?
no Xbox One, not like first-gen Xbox.
Gotcha.
Horrible name. What are they going to do for the next generation Xbox?
Xbox 2.
That was the rumored for the Xbox 360's game.
I don't know why they didn't just do like a 720, but then I guess you put yourself down a weird...
Then 1440.
Yeah, you have to keep just going up in numbers for no reason. PlayStation had it right with 1, 2, 3, 4.
Eventually, though, I think it'll get to the point where it's going to be rebranded, because it's kind of how I feel like with the iPhone right now. Like, iPhone 7, iPhone 8, iPhone 9, iPhone 10. Like, it doesn't sound good.
Yeah.
At some point, they're going to probably rebrand it.
Be interesting.
It's kind of like what they did with the iPad. I mean...
What would you call it, other than iPhone?
iPhone Air.
iPhone Air?
Yeah, I honestly thought with the release of the iPhone 6, it was going to be called the iPhone Air. Because they just released the iPad Air. The MacBook Air is a machine that Apple owns. So, I mean, like...
I'm surprised they haven't changed the I, because they don't seem to like that much anymore.
To, like, Apple?
Yeah, like Apple
so
phone.
do you think they could change, like, Apple phone 2000 and then just the year?
Potentially. I don't think the year would be stupid, but
Well, it's not like they do with computers, where it's like, this is an early 2015
oh,
Pro.
just generationally.
This is a 2015 iPhone.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Not like, it wouldn't be like iPhone 2015.
That would make
Like
more
the official
sense.
name would just be iPhone, but it'd be the 2000, early 2015 or well, I guess fall 2015 iPhone. I am no longer lapped down somehow, but I'm still way behind.
What position are you?
16.
I'm 7.
Yeah, I kind of was locked down and crashed a few times.
Fighting my way back.
Oh, I'm running over my own debris.
How many more laps do we have?
38.
38? Jesus Christ.
Yep.
It's a long one, huh?
Yep. May not make it through this whole race.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll get there.
I'm talking about record time.
Oh, recording-wise, probably not.
We're at the 52-minute mark right now.
Drive faster.
Yeah, we found out, we talked about this in one of our other recordings, can't remember which one it was, where the Elgato, for whatever reason, after an hour, just doesn't want to record or deletes the beginning of the recording.
It is hateful.
Yeah, it's just like, nope. I'm like, well, that
It
sucks.
records 1 hour. I think it's a Mac thing. It records 1 hour, and then it's like, nope, can't do anymore. Sorry.
And then
But the worst part is it doesn't just like stop after the first hour.
It keeps
It
going.
deletes
Just
the first
overwrite.
hour
Yeah,
and then
overwrites
keeps
it.
going from there.
Yep.
So you end up with like a recording of halfway through shit that you were doing, as opposed to just the beginning chunk where you could maybe go back and
Splice
do the
it.
rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, or splice it.
Fake it. Just put
So
an ending up with that.
That's
composed.
frustrating.
Yep. But now that we know that, I mean, last recording session was pretty smooth. I feel like so
Yeah.
far, we recorded a couple games today. This is going pretty smooth.
Yeah,
So,
I think so. I'm enjoying this. What do we call this one again?
what did we determine it was? It was a gamer's choice.
The Gamer's Choice.
Because we were going to play player's choice. We're like, we're the level 2 gamers, gamer's choice. And I'm sure we mentioned it in the intro. Fun fact, we record the intro separately from the gameplay here. We don't record and then jump right in the game. We're actually gaming first. A little behind the scenes tidbit there. But I'm sure we're going to mention in the intro what the gamer's choice is. Where basically, Tom chose a game for me to play. I chose a game for him to play. I won't tell you what he chose for me, but it'll be, if it's not up yet, it'll be up on the channel soon. And then I chose this for Tom just because I'm a big Nascar fan. So there's that.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I like it actually. I'm starting to like it more. I'll be honest. I did not think I would like it at all. Because A, I hate racing. B, I hate NASCAR. And
It's a competitive thing now.
yeah, it really. I'll tell you what it is. It's not so much a competitive thing to me. It's almost a therapeutic thing. Like once you start getting
You
like
hit,
a
like,
high
your
speed,
groove.
and yeah, and you hit your groove, and you just kind of sink back and don't think about it too much. You're just taking your corners and stuff. It feels pretty good, man.
What they call that in racing? They call it hitting your marks.
Hitting your marks.
You hit your marks. So, like when you go into a corner, there's a certain spot of the corner you want to try and aim for, and if you hit it, you hit your mark,
Gotcha.
and you'll go faster. There's also a phrase in saying you slow down, you speed up,
Oh god.
which basically means you take the corner slower, but because you took the corner slower, you're able to get out of the corner better, so you're able to accelerate through versus like going off the line. Popular saying in the racing
Yeah.
world.
I just don't think about it much. I just, like I said, I just kind of zone out and
kinda
try
do
and
it.
hit them at a decent angle. I do like it almost
That's
more with the right turns as well.
Of course, because you don't get as bored.
Yeah, I think so. And plus, there's more opportunities for taking over. So, I wouldn't say that I am like now a NASCAR fan, but I
No.
would say that I would play this game again. It's not bad.
Yeah, we should play at some point. We should have you play one of the modern NASCAR games and see what you think of those. Now.
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
Because it's a little bit different, to say the least. I've got one on. They haven't made one yet for the next generation console. That's supposed to be coming out early next year, which is that makes sense because the NASCAR season starts in February. But I have it on 360, and it's a lot different than this.
How so?
It's really realistic when it comes to controlling. So controlling the car is a lot harder around other cars. So like, you know how I was talking about earlier with like the drafting and all that? if somebody comes up behind you and they call it taking air off your spoiler, but basically takes your air off your car is more likely to spin out. So it's a lot harder to control in that aspect. But they also have more customization because you're able to. And then just the feel of the car is able to be a little bit more realistic. This to me is still a little bit arcadey feel to it. It's not a true sim, which NASCAR game to this point.
That's probably why I like it.
Sim. Yeah. I mean, you can make it more sim-like. Like I said, like I showed you earlier with the car stuff. You can make it more sim-like, but it doesn't have to be that. Like I was driving backwards because I wanted to. I finally caught the rear of the field.
You caught what?
The rear of the field.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Took that long.
I'm first.
Are you?
Yeah.
Jeez. I'm 15th. I'm sweating really badly too in my hands. I was that guy. Do you remember? Was it I can't remember if it was the Xbox or the 360 that had like the controller that you had the fans built in.
Oh god.
I had one of those. Those were horrible. It felt really good, but then they would die all the time because the fans were in there. And
I don't even remember that being a thing.
You don't remember those?
No.
Dude,
with the fan in the controller?
Yeah, it's the fan right in the right where you hold the controller, so it makes your palms not sweat. The tagline, I can't remember what company made it, but the tagline was
palms are sweaty, knees weak, mom's
no,
spaghetti.
Yeah. I think it was like something like how to real gamers keep cool or something like that. Something really stupid. But yeah, I had that. I think I have a wireless controller as well.
Yeah, we'll have to pop a picture up or something.
I don't remember what it's called.
I do not recall those existing.
Those were awesome, but not really because, like I said, battery life on them sucked.
Yeah, I am really not a fan of the newer generation controllers for battery life. Saying that, like the PS4 I feel like I get one solid playthrough out of it, and then I have to drop it out.
I always have one on the charger, one off the charger for that reason.
Yeah, it sucks. You shouldn't have to do that. Like I shouldn't have to have two controllers.
See, I've debated on buying a third one.
I think I'm gonna have to.
Just because we always play at your house.
Yeah. Plus for remote play and stuff like that.
Yeah. Have one upstairs. You got the PS TV, didn't you, again? Like
I did. It's the second time. I hated it the first time. The second time, I thought it would be better, and it's a little better.
Do you do it Wi-Fi or wired?
I do it Wi-Fi. I just can't reach it with a wire. I am debating, because I have a router downstairs and a booster upstairs, so I'm kind of debating seeing if I can wirely connect it to the booster upstairs, but I don't think it will give it the same boost.
Yeah.
So I'm uncertain as to how to proceed with that. But I mean, I had some remote play going the other night. It very much seems to be a time of day thing for me as to how reliable it is.
Has it been like really noticeable issues, or is it just like?
No, I mean there's always a little bit of lag, and the weird thing is like if you hit the forums when it comes to that thing, like there's always talk about. God, I am sucking it up right now.
Just because you said you're in first and front. I'm only two positions behind you.
Because I'm talking.
Not relaxing anymore.
Yeah, just zoning out, but that doesn't make for very interesting watching. So yeah, so. I mean, there's always a little bit of lag, and there's a bunch of stuff on the forums and things like that where they talk about, oh, you should unplug the HDMI cord from the back of your PlayStation, and you should turn off direct link. And
what are you doing up there? You're just
I don't know.
Bye.
Don't worry, I'm not done with you. But
oh God, we got some hair on that one.
I don't know.
It's not.
It's still a little laggy.
It's still got issues.
It's still a little laggy. Yeah. And it's kind of sad because it's such good potential. And apparently the Vita is really, really good at remote play. So I don't know why, that little box that all you really have to do is dedicate it to doing remote play, why that has so much trouble with it.
Yeah.
It is running off the Vita OS. So...
I was kind of surprised that during PlayStation Experience that they announced as many Vita games as they did, because Sony said they're no longer doing first-party games, but they also made...
Well, they said the first-party games are on hiatus. They never said they weren't going to.
Yeah.
They just said they had none in development.
It doesn't say as of right now there's no first-party games, but the Vita's not dead, it's just basically a giant third-party machine right now.
Yeah, and here's the thing, Sony doesn't have the best track record with handhelds.
Yeah.
I mean,
I had the PSP. It was the only Sony one I owned.
the PSP was okay.
Yep.
I bought a PSP Go.
8 Mile.
I bought a PSP Go, and it was the stupidest decision I've ever made when it comes to consoles. That thing was a waste of space very quickly. The only way I could make myself or convince myself that I hadn't just wasted $250 was to turn it into a emulator machine. So I jailbroke that son of a bitch and played SNES games on it, which was great. That was great, but that was not what Sony intended me to do with the machine.
No.
So I had a hard time after that. I'm such a stupid diehard Sony fanboy. I had the Move.
See, I hated Sony.
Oh, you know,
Like,
just anything they put out, I would buy it.
So being a Nintendo guy growing up, Sony was the devil.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I went with Xbox. Like, I didn't go to Microsoft because I liked Microsoft. I went to Microsoft because I hated Sony.
Yeah, and I feel like
And now I'm a PlayStation 4 lover.
I feel like they just dropped the ball on too many things. The only things they ever seem to consistently get it right with is the PlayStation.
Yeah.
Like the Vita is a great concept. When they first did the keynote announcing it, it was really impressive. There was some great tech demos.
Yeah.
But really, what have they done with all that power? Nothing.
I will say
Japanese RPGs all day long.
The PS3 had some issues just because of price point at launch.
Oh, absolutely.
They future-proofed it very well. It was definitely the better looking of the consoles. But I think they ran into, and I think that's kind of why they backtracked this time and were actually the cheaper of the consoles. Because they realized...
They knew they couldn't do that again.
Yes. And it's funny because I was watching IGN or GameSpot or something.
I feel like I'm supposed to pit at some point.
You're running out of gas and tires.
How do I do that?
The pit is up on the right side of the track, right before you go around that horseshoe at the very end. So, do you see where I'm at?
No.
It's right here. I can slow down now. I think it's right here, unless I just totally went to the wrong spot.
Is it obvious?
Yeah. It's to the right where you're about to go through. So just hang to the right. Right there. Keep going right there.
No!
Right through there. I'm in here with you. But, no, I think I was watching it, or reading an article, or watching a movie or something. Oh, yeah, speeding penalty. About how video game console owners are an interesting bunch because there's no usually true brand loyalty. Because I can tell you right now, I was a diehard Xbox 360 guy. I loved that thing to death. But as soon as Microsoft screwed it up, I jumped to PS4 because it was the better console. And the same thing going forward. If, for whatever reason, Sony decides to screw up the PlayStation 5 when it comes out, I would have no qualms jumping back to the Xbox, whatever they call it, for that reason. The only thing I think that would prevent me from doing so, which is why I didn't have an issue doing it this time, was neither console at the time was backwards compatible. So it's like I didn't have to worry about that backlog, that library or anything.
Yeah, and I think that's a big one because it's almost similar to the like Apple and Android ecosystems. Like you pay so much, so there's so many things that I purchased on all of the PlayStations that I've owned that I feel like I would be abandoning a lot of things just in case. But I guess if they don't focus on the backwards compatibility stuff,
yeah. See, that's why I still have my 360. Like
it's fucked up that they won't do disc-based games for PS2 backwards compatibility, and they're charging for them again. I'm just like, come on, man, stop nickel and diming everything. And the only reason they do that is because the rest of the company is pretty poor. PlayStation is pretty much the only part of Sony's entire empire that's actually consistently turning a profit.
I say the TVs have gone downhill real quick.
Yeah.
I know Sharp and
they were supposedly focusing on cameras.
Samsung's the big one in the TV market right now.
They were supposedly focusing on cameras, but I don't know how well that is.
Sony cameras are bad.
Yeah.
They're consumer. I'll state this. Consumer cameras are usually pretty decent. If you get a DSLR from Sony, which I don't think anybody has a point and shoot anymore. I don't even think they make those anymore.
That's what your phone's for.
Yeah, but like a DSLR, it's Canon or Nikon. Like, just as somebody who shoots video / want to be still photographer, that's what you do. I mean, Sony's garbage when it comes to that kind of stuff. Their sensors aren't as good. It's cheap, which is a good thing, but a bad thing at the same time. Like, you don't get the quality for what which you can get in Canada.
They had a bad run with their phones too.
Yeah.
Because their phones were, they had some promise as well. Like, a lot of them had the capabilities of doing a lot of the same things that the PSP and the PS Vita could do. But they just, I don't know, they fucked it up somehow.
Yeah.
I never used a Sony phone. I wanted an Xperia for a while.
Did that run on Android or was it a Windows phone?
I have no idea.
I want to guess it was Android.
I would guess Android.
Because Windows is Nokia pretty much primarily at this point. Because they bought them and then I think they sold them.
I don't know what they did with them. I think didn't they liquidate them?
I think they did.
Yeah.
Like, Microsoft has got issues. I think Microsoft's another one of those companies that, like, well, this generation Xbox isn't doing so great, but, like, in the past, the Xbox and Office was, like, that's their two big things. Anything else, like the Surface, was horrible. I do think that the new Surface is a decent piece of hardware. I always think Microsoft's software is what holds them back on stuff like that. I think Windows 8 just killed the Surface from the get-go. I think they launched it now with Windows 10, which the Surface Pro 4 has. I think it has a better chance of being a decent device.
Yeah.
But
I quite like Windows 10. I think it's alright.
I've not upgraded yet on my PC for gaming just because I've heard some horror stories about it not always working. So I've not used it yet.
It's typical OS clashing stuff. People not updating their shit for the operating system. I hate that stuff. Like, because these companies like Microsoft and Apple are handing out, like beta versions
to all these people.
This software way before to these companies. So if you don't, like, it happens a lot with printers. Like, they just don't update the drivers when they know this thing is coming out. So don't be fucking lazy.
Yeah.
Update your shit, and then no one will have a problem, and your tech support can breathe easy for the next couple months.
I've got a complaint about Apple. They haven't yet to update Final Cut Pro for El Capitan.
Really?
Really. I've not had any issues with it, but I'm in a, as you know, I'm a Final Cut Pro editor.
Yeah.
I'm in a few communities and forums that have said they've had nothing but issues with it. There's a few like graphical things, like looks of it, but it's nothing that ruins the functionality. But yeah, I have some people I've talked to said they basically the app crashes on launch, and or when they go to use certain third-party plugins that a lot of them have to use, doesn't work. Like, it'll just crash the system. Which I don't know. When you get dealing with third-party plugins, you don't know whether that's Final Cut Pro itself or if that's the plugin causing the issue. But there's been a little bit of people upset about not having the update, because even when Yosemite came out, it took I think 4 or 5 months before they even gave an update for like stability reasons. Like, I don't want a feature update. Just give me an update, even if it doesn't do anything. Just say, yeah, it works on here now, type thing. Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just for that peace of mind.
Stability update.
Especially if, like, think about if you're working like for a production house. Rule of thumb is never update when you're halfway through a project, period. Video editing tip 101. If you are currently in a project, do not upgrade or migrate anything anywhere else while you're doing it, because you will probably screw something up. But once you're done with projects, do the update. I'll even update it. Like, I have a dual boot that I use that I updated in a secondary system just to make sure it works fine before I do it on my primary machine. By dual boot, I mean I use my old laptop, and I don't actually dual boot.
How many fucking laps are left?
15.
God damn it.
Hey, I'm behind you. You're about to get lapped.
Yeah,
you went from first to last.
I feel like I
Lost interest?
No, I mean it's definitely.
Try doing a 100% race. We're doing a 25% race right now.
What does that mean?
So this full race we did 100% would be 200 laps. We're doing 50.
Jesus Christ.
Yep, and I've actually done one.
Who has the time for that?
So here's a NASCAR. The NASCAR was racing at Bristol, and I'll let you go by because I don't trust you. NASCAR was racing at Bristol, and I decided to race like along with them. So I had my other TV turned on while I was racing on the game, and I've raced real time with them. So 3 hours in front of a game. Which, if you think about it, though, you play Fallout for 3 hours, I'm sure.
Oh, I play Fallout for 8 hours.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, it's whatever you're into type thing. I mean, I can play Madden for...
But Fallout doesn't require this amount of concentration for this long.
That's... Like, this is getting back to, like, we talked about it earlier about NASCAR being a sport. Even though we're not really racing, the amount of mental power that it takes is quite incredible.
Yeah.
I focused there for a second as I was speaking about that. Off the track. My palms are sweaty. Like, really sweaty.
Well, it's... I mean, our recording may have already cut off technically at this point.
Yeah, we're at an hour and 12 minutes.
So, I mean, I'm not sure if it works the same with the older machines. I guess it's Mac in general, but... if not, or if it's pushed us forward by a little while, we are currently doing Keegan's choice of
one of my top 5 favorite games.
Gamer's choice, which is NASCAR 06. Total Team Control.
So we played my most of my top games. We played Mario Brothers 3.
We haven't played Mercenaries yet.
We haven't played Mercenaries yet. What was the other one? Mario Party we haven't done yet either. We've got it. We just haven't played it yet.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one.
Yeah.
We need to bring someone in for that.
Say we need to get a 4th person for that.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to, but it's more fun.
Definitely.
And then, what was my other game? I had NASCAR, Mercenaries.
Oh, shit.
Mario Party, Mario 3, Mario Party, Mario 60. No, it wasn't Mario 64. That was on the list though. I can't remember. Is it bad? I can't remember. My own top 5.
I mean,
I don't remember what number 5 was or number 4 was.
Pokemon.
Yeah.
There you go.
It wasn't a console game. That's why. Pokemon Red and Blue. And Pokemon Stadium when it came out. Because it just enhanced that gameplay. Were you ever a Pokemon fan?
No, I mean, yeah, no. I caught Pokemon late. I was probably between 17 and 19 when...
Yeah, you're a little bit older than me.
Yeah, when Pokemon was a big thing. I caught it when I originally came over. I watched some of the first season. But,
which is now on Netflix, in case y'all are wondering.
The thing I liked about it, I mean, I liked the first season a lot because it was so relentlessly positive. Mm-hmm. And then I also watched the Johto Journeys one too, which I actually almost enjoyed more.
Which one is that?
That's the one after the first one, I think, with the Leaf guy.
See, I've not watched anything. Cartoon-wise, I only watched the original one.
Yeah, I watched the original and then Johto, but
it's kind of like Power Rangers. After a while, I just give up. I can't keep track anymore.
It was never really that. I mean, I felt like it wasn't that huge in England. I felt like there were other things that were far more popular than Pokemon. But then I think Pokemon's one of those things that's kind of aged particularly well.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's convoluted at this point, but then so are a lot of things.
Yeah.
But I think that it kind of is more popular now, possibly looking back in a nostalgic lens, than it ever actually was at the time. So I don't remember it being like the games I remember were like pretty popular, but if you look at it now, like it's like a pop culture phenomenon.
Yeah.
But at the time, it was like it was interesting, but no one was flipping their shit over it.
I have a different perspective on it then, because like when it came out, it was a big deal. The show came out, and then when the trading cards happened, that's when everything kind of like the game, the show, and trading cards all together, just like Pokemon fever. I was in elementary school at the time, so you can tell you the age difference right there.
Yeah.
And they banned Pokemon cards because kids were getting in fights over them.
Wow.
So
I don't remember Pokemon cards. I think the big thing for the kids when I was in school was actually sticker books. And it was particularly this is gonna make me sound so old.
You already said sticker book, so you already sound like
WWF at the time.
Pandas?
WWE now.
The pandas?
No. And also like football, like proper English Premier League football stickers too. So you would have like the wrestling stickers, which were my shit. I was big into
Who was your
wrestling.
favorite wrestler growing up?
Bret Hart was my favorite wrestler.
See, I never got into wrestling. I mean, I enjoyed the wrestling games and all that. Like, I played those, but
Yeah.
never got into like watching it.
I fucking loved it, man. Like, I knew it was fake to an extent, but I just didn't care.
Yeah.
Because the storyline was like this straight up soap opera that always ended in violence. And it was just so
yes,
good.
please.
I mean, it got silly, and they always talk about eras, like the Attitude Era. Like it's a fucking ice age.
Yeah.
And all this kind of stuff. And I think that growing up, I remember the very, very early days of it with like Jimmy Fly Snuka and people like that. And I remember when it had a bit of a resurgence in the 90s.
That's
Bret
right.
Hart, Big Boss Man, British
Goldberg.
Bulldog, those guys. Doink the Clown.
My favorite wrestler is always Rey Mysterio, just because.
Rey Mysterio.
Just because the flips and stuff.
He's
like
a good
that.
dude.
Yeah,
I like watching Rey Mysterio.
WCW, right?
Originally, I think, yeah.
I
And
used to play
then,
him in that WCW versus NWO.
they had that whole like Stone Cold thing and The Rock and Shawn Michaels and D-Generation X, and that was
Isn't it
massively
crazy to think
popular.
The Rock used to be a wrestler and now he's an actor?
No, I don't think so. There's quite a few that have done that kind of crossover.
Yeah, I guess.
You know, I mean, if you see how many wrestlers have been in movies,
Yeah.
I mean, shit, Goldberg's been in a bunch, Cena's been in a bunch.
I mean, Hulk Hogan had
Kane's
his own
been in a
TV
bunch.
show.
Yeah,
So, meet the Hogans. Look what happened to them.
yeah.
Worse than what happened to the Osbournes.
No, that was worse. Yeah.
I don't
So
think they're family anymore.
yeah,
I can't say follow them closely.
destroyed their life.
Yeah.
So I was massive into that, and I had like the figures. Like the figures were awesome. I had a ring and everything, and I would make them fight and what have you. But the sticker books were cool because you'd have like the hologram ones, where you'd get a special that was a hologram, and you would you'd fill the sticker books with your stickers, and then really it was an obsession. I had hundreds of the bloody things, hundreds of them, big old stacks of them, and you would take them to school and just say, hey, I have a Jake the Snake, what do you have, and that was what my friends would trade, and then the other kids would do mostly the football ones. So that was the big thing for when I was.
The only like action figure I had wrestling wise was I had a Sting.
Nice.
And I loved him because he came with a baseball bat.
Uh-huh.
Like, that's what I remember about him. And I'd play him all the time in the WCW versus NWO game. Ooh, don't hit me. Just because he had a baseball bat. Like, you'd start with the baseball bat, so you had the advantage. Hey, Tom, we're almost done. We got 5 laps.
Thank God. Not that I'm not enjoying our little chat here, but this is starting to
It's
grate
going
me.
on for a while.
I feel like 10 laps would have been good. 50 is a little excessive.
Initially was gonna do 23, but since it was our last one, I was like, we're gonna do a little longer, and I didn't realize how long that was.
Very long, very long. There may be some cuts in here. I'm actually thinking with this Gamer's Choice thing, we should maybe divide these episodes up. So have like one that's just us doing the game that I chose, and then.
That's what I was thinking.
Originally in my head it was going to be like us doing them in the same episode. But I'm thinking this race alone needs its own episode.
We'll just cut this race out.
It needs
and
its
say, "Here you
own
go."
season. This is an actual season that we're watching. Every 3 laps is an episode.
Just think that I did season racing in this, and I had multiple seasons going on. Like,
man.
I put hours into this game. Still probably would. I mean, to be quite honest, this game is, like I said, I think it's the best NASCAR game ever made when it comes to overall getting everything. For the most part, I mean, there's things obviously in any game you want to change, but this is probably the best NASCAR experience I've ever had.
It's the only one I've ever had, so I'll go ahead and agree with you.
It's the only one. We should have picked a shorter track. That probably would have been nicer too. You want to do the road course though. That's why.
Yeah. I'm somehow still not last, and I think it's just because the guy that's last is dead. Yeah.
You're 2 laps down right now.
I also like how casual they are about death in this game.
We did have a lot. I think it's funny because I was a lap down not too long ago, and now I'm in first, lapping everybody else.
I just kind of, my
You
brain
were
is
first
drifting.
class.
I keep hitting every corner, and I'm really not.
Not in with it anymore?
No.
Come on, Tom.
I just keep staring at the lap timer like, come on.
48.
You're on 48. Will it end when you finish, or will it end when I finish?
It ends when I finish, but you have to finish your lap you're on. That makes sense. So like if I cross the line, and then the race will end as soon as I cross the line, but you have to finish the lap you started.
Oh, that's
So like if you're like half a lap behind me, you finish that half a lap. So you don't have to finish the other 2 laps that I'm ahead of you. So that would be boring. I'm 30 seconds ahead of second place right now. I'm just going to point that out.
That's good, I assume.
Yeah, so a normal distance between cars in NASCAR race is usually 1 to 3 seconds, depending on the track. So something like this having 30 seconds, basically that's I mean, a lap for me is 47 seconds right now. So that's over half a lap.
You know what I need?
What do you need?
The blue shell.
Take me out.
Yeah.
Picture NASCAR with like Mario Kart.
I mean, you can do a pretty decent job of that. Just this game, but with weapons.
You don't even see like the tiny, there's a tiny Bristol's like the super tiny track, and it's known as the world's fastest half mile, and it's also really loud because there's no break in between the cars. Here we go, last lap. Well, once it hits 20. Let's hope I don't run out of fuel. I'm about to run out of fuel. I didn't plan that one out. I didn't know I was gonna have to do math with my fuel calculations.
I need a drink and my eyes are starting to bleed.
Please don't bleed. Last lap, Tom.
I'm trying to hold in there, man. I'm losing it.
This is what part of the race you gotta push through. You disconnected when you moved.
I didn't do anything. Did I do something?
You did. You gotta push A.
Hold on, I need a drink, goddammit. I already said that.
Cool. I'll get a drink too.
Just kidding. Resume.
Oh, I'm not ready. No. No. Good thing I'm 31 seconds ahead of second place.
Oh man.
And they didn't gain any time on me there.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Worth a shot.
The controller vibrated my lap though. That was weird. Yay! Half a lap to go. Well, for me, half a lap.
Ooh.
Here we go. Or as Mario would say, here we go. I can't wait to see Undertale. Probably up by now.
Yeah.
Probably.
Is it
probably
supposed
can
to
check
be
it out
up today?
Not today. Probably tomorrow. I won.
Oh, thank God.
My hands are literally wrinkly from sweat.
My hands are not sweaty. They're just kind of sore. I'm holding this trigger down for so long.
I kind of want to take a picture and post this on Facebook of like battle wounds of NASCAR.
What is our Facebook page, Keegan?
Facebook.com/welcome to the second level.
Yeah. And our Instagram?
Instagram.level2gamers.com, because I don't remember what it is. I want to say it's Instagram.com/level2gamers. I can't remember if it's level2gamers or level2gamers.
Isn't everything like level2gamers.something.com?
So yeah, Facebook.level2gamers.com, Twitter.level2gamers.com, Instagram.level2gamers.com.
And just level2gamers.com.
Level2gamers.com
For
to the
YouTube.
internet. Or the internet to YouTube.
Oh man. Well, thanks for that.
Well, that was
That was
fun.
refreshing.
It's a long ass race.
I feel very refreshed right now.
Yeah.
Don't at all want to go to sleep.
So.
Well, that is the conclusion
06.
of our gamer's choice for Keegan, which is NASCAR 06.
Jeff Gordon's super excited about it. Look
Jeff
at him.
Gordon.
Yeah!
This dude is so awake right now. He is the polar opposite of me. So thanks a lot for watching. I hope you enjoyed some of the conversation there. And feel free to add any input that you have. I'm sure we went over a lot of different topics there. I kind of blacked out for a while.
For an hour and a half.
So yeah, feel free to chime in the comment section.
Well, have you guys ever played a NASCAR game? If not, let us know.
No one has. We're the only
Nobody
ones.
has.
Yeah.
So, thanks again for watching, guys, and as always,
Welcome to the second level.
Bye, guys.
Hey guys, hopefully you enjoyed what you just saw. If you have some ideas on other games that we should play, make sure that you comment below. We might listen to that, we might not. It's a gamble. You know what you could do though? Hit subscribe and see if we choose your game.